Thanks so much for tuning back in. We are live here with our second guest, John. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Co-owner at St. Monday's Bar.
Yes, St. Monday. It's over on the west side on West Fountain Street. Co-owner Morgan Perlman. She couldn't be here today.
Yeah. Hi, Morgan.
Hi.
But you guys just opened up not too long ago.
We did. I think we're only at about 6 weeks now, 7 weeks.
6 weeks. So
yeah.
you're like brandy new.
Just babies, just getting our sea legs on it.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that you guys are making a great first impression. I really
Thank you.
love what you
Thank
guys
you.
are doing. But before we get started talking about everything that you have to offer, I want to hear a little bit about yourself,
Okay.
your background, and how you came to get started up with St. Monday's.
Absolutely. So I spent about 12 years in New York City, working in various bars, restaurants, from barback to bartender to bouncer to manager, all
so you
throughout.
kind of filled every shoe in the
Yeah,
restaurant.
yeah, and so I kind of got a full look at what it takes to run the whole place. I moved up here about 7 years ago with my wife and at that time 6-week-old daughter.
Wow.
She's 7 now. We have another son. We have another kid, a son. And so kind of eventually got into the restaurant business up here. Morgan was also spent time down in New York City.
Okay.
She worked, was the operations director for this big, awesome bakery down there, City
Cool.
Bakery. Very, very cool stuff. If you're in New York City, check it out.
Yeah.
And then moved up here to do her MBA over at JWU.
Nice.
And we met working at Cook and Brown over on the east side on Oak Street. And kind of just started bouncing ideas back and forth about what were we looking for, what did we miss from New York, what did we want, what were we, if we were going to open a place,
Hypothetically speaking,
what would it be?
What would it look like? What would it have?
And now we have St. Monday.
That's so cool. You can kind of think about like a dream or like a goal that you can set in the future and like really
Absolutely.
get creative and think about all the pieces that you would invest into what your own personal touch would be.
Totally.
So that I can definitely see your own styles reflected in the
Yeah, and we wanted to make a place that we wanted to go and
Definitely.
eat at and drink at,
Yeah.
and all of that. And I think throughout the entire process, I think we really hit that with the design and the food and the drinks and everything. So.
Awesome. Now, where did the name St. Monday come from?
St. Monday. It's an old term from sort of pre-industrial revolution.
Okay.
Back then, people were working in factories.
Right.
They'd be working 6 days a week. Saturday night would hit. They'd get paid. Sunday was for the family. They'd go out. They'd have a picnic, something like that. But Sunday night, they would hit the pub.
Okay, so they'd go out.
So they'd go out.
Yeah.
And if they went out a little too hard and woke up Monday morning with a little something in their head, but they still had some change in their pocket,
Okay.
they would take the day off from work. They would take a personal day.
Okay.
And that was generally recognized as taking a St. Monday.
For when you had a little bit too crazy
much.
of a Sunday.
We like to call it like it's the patron saint of the working man, the hangover, and the 3-day weekend.
That.
Yeah.
That's such a great backstory to put into a name.
Fun fact about it too, that like eventually the owners, the factory owners, got so tired of everybody
Workers
calling out
on Monday.
that they said, "Fine, you can have 2 days off a week." So now we have the weekend.
There we go. Thankfully, thanks St. Monday. Pray to St. Monday.
Yes.
And thanks St. Monday for now that we have Saturdays.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Yes. So if you haven't checked out St. Monday, it is an absolutely beautiful space up on West Fountain Street. I'm trying to describe the feeling, the vibe in there, and it's like sultry and like bright light during the day, but like silky, like crushed velvet is what I would say.
Okay.
At night. It's almost sexy in there. It's really, really cool. So I just think that the vibe is on point. So I think that it's cool. Your approach is coffee during the day.
Yep.
And cocktails at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the food, during the daytime I brought a few things here that we can kind of take a look at.
Yeah.
The Buttermilk Biscuits. Our head baker, Christina McLean, is putting out stuff that is just
amazing.
Incredible.
I had one of these with a little bit of honey butter the other day, and it was amazing.
I will put this biscuit up against anybody.
Yeah.
These are incredible. We got a couple of cookies there, that double chocolate chip espresso. chocolate chip. We got sea salt. So everything, all these got that combination of sweet with a little bit of salt in there to kind of make it pop.
It just like really brings all those flavors out. Yes.
And then these are the pinnacle of it all, I'd say. Oatmeal cream pies.
Wow.
They have a marshmallow fluff buttercream in the middle. These are the ones that Christina has said when we first started talking. She says, I have this oatmeal cream pie recipe that I want on the menu. I want to do it. And we tried it and we're like, yes, yes, yes. This is also the only dessert at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are just doing these oatmeal cream pies and they are so good, so good.
Yeah, I mean, they look really good, so if they taste anywhere near that, then I am sold.
Yes.
For sure. Now, you also do some good breakfast items. I know I saw some oatmeal and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
We just started. So in the beginnings here, we're still rolling out new menus all the time.
Yeah.
So right now for breakfast, we have biscuits and gravy.
Awesome.
We do a house-made granola with yogurt and some candied cranberries. We've got oatmeal. The one that's really nice is a urban ricotta hand pie.
Okay, I
got
saw
some
your
egg in
hand
there.
pies.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And that kind of carries over throughout the day, so that because we are a place that is open early in the morning and late at night, we want to find these ways to kind of transition throughout. And so we have, exactly. We have that urban ricotta. It kind of switches up to a chicken pot pie. Right now, we are doing a Thanksgiving leftover hand pie that'll be available Saturday morning.
So Saturday morning, Thanksgiving hand pie. I'm assuming some turkey, gravy.
Stuffing, a little bit of cranberry. It's nice.
I'm really looking forward to that. All of these places that they're doing the Thanksgiving specials and the leftovers. It's just like the best part. So, and a hand pie. Oh my God, forget about it.
Yeah, it's all right there. You don't even have to worry about the mess.
No mess,
it's
just
right
get
there.
to eat it.
Yep,
awesome.
Exactly.
Yes. And then, so what are your hours during the day? So you're serving coffee, tea, espresso, cappuccinos, all of these tasty little sweets and breakfast items. So your morning hours are roughly...
So right now, we do 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for that morning service. And like you said, espresso, baked goods, that breakfast items that are coming out. Shut down for a couple hours, and then we open 5 to midnight for that nighttime cocktails.
Awesome.
Hors d'oeuvres, few main dishes. We are expanding in every single way, both hours and menu items. There will be more lunch options. There will be more dinner options. Eventually, we will be 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week.
Just straight through.
Yeah. The doors open. They don't close. You can come in any time of week, any day, and get some good food and good drink.
Yeah, well, because I know that a lot of places will need that day that they need to recuperate, or and having those 2 hours in the middle of the day, I'm sure that really helps you. That helps your staff, and especially you guys are brand new. I think that's more than acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, right now we kind of need to have that moment to just take a breath and see, because we will be doing that, and then once that hits, it's just kind of full bore.
You gotta go all the way through it. Yeah, definitely. So in the nighttime, you guys are doing cocktails, you have some small bites, and you have some dinner items.
Yeah.
So what are you guys cooking up for food?
For food-wise, so we focus on kind of what we like to say is like a cocktail party, circa 1960 something.
Fun, yeah.
Lots of frilly toothpicks, but it's a lot of recognizable Americana dishes that you'll see and you go, oh, I know what that is. But then you taste them and be like, wow, that is not what I remember. Things like pigs in a blanket, Swedish meatballs. We've got a banging burger on there.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
it's like
the
in
emphasis
the
that
best
you put
possible
on that,
way.
It sounds like you've got some
so
behind it. It's got to be good.
Yeah, it's like a Big Mac all grown up.
Oh my gosh,
it is
adult
good.
Big Mac.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And eventually we will have whole family platters, like whole chicken, pork, with sides and everything. There will be a lot more hot dish, kind of fresh vegetables, casseroles, things like that.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep expanding, but really kind of meant to be food that when you come in, you want to have a couple of drinks, and you can sort of choose your own adventure a little bit with that menu of saying, oh, I just want a snack, or I want a couple of things here, or we want to share.
Yeah, you can come through with all of your friends or some family and sit down and have a big feast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, it is Thanksgiving Eve, and I don't know if you know this, but Thanksgiving Eve is one of the biggest, party drinking nights of the whole year. So everybody who is from out of town comes home, and we all want to celebrate. We're happy to see friends friends and family that we haven't seen in a while. So everyone goes out and has a good time.
Yeah.
Very safely, of course. So if you're in town and you're looking for a new spot that's really cool to go out and enjoy a cocktail with your buddies, this would be a great place for that.
Absolutely.
So what kind of cocktails are you mixing up for me today?
So today I brought a Gold Rush.
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. And I
Okay.
think this kind of symbolizes what we go for, which is classic cocktails or cocktails that are kind of in the pantheon. They're simple. There's not too many ingredients. It's all recognizable stuff. Same kind
So
of
I'm not
with
getting
the
any
food.
like weird ingredients. Like I don't even know what I'm getting myself into.
No, you can come in, and we wanted a place that, you know, a lot of times you walk into a cocktail bar. I walk into a cocktail bar and I'm like, I have no idea what that word is.
I guess just
can't
surprised
understand
me.
it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make a place that's accessible for people to come in. But these cocktails, we spend just as much time making sure that they are the proper ratios and everything, and that it's tasty. So this one, Gold Rush, it was originally created by a guy named T.J. Siegel down in New York City.
Cool.
At a bar called Milk and Honey, which was one of the sort of original new wave cocktail bars.
Yeah.
That place that in that early 2000s, late 90s, that people really started to go, wait a second, cocktails can be good. They don't have to be these big,
like
giant, sweet things.
Face-cringing things.
Yeah. So this is, like I said, it's very simple. It's honey, lemon, and bourbon.
Beautiful.
That's
nice
it.
and simple.
So I'll whip up a couple of them. So it's basically, you can kind of do, if you're doing it at home, you can kind of just do a 2-to-1 ratio of 2-to-1, 2 parts bourbon, 1 part lemon, 1 part honey. That's the easiest way. Easiest way to do it.
And this
Fresh
is just
lemon
juice?
is key. Just, yes, fresh pressed lemon. That's key.
Juice. And that's important. So not just the little, yellow lemon that you would find at the grocery store. You have to use fresh pressed lemon. And, if you have a little juicer, a little squeezer at home, it's not that difficult, and it definitely makes all the difference.
So there's that. Got our shaker right here. Give it a little something.
Yeah, little finesse.
And boom.
And pour it over ice, nice and frothy. Oh my gosh.
So you'll see it's bright. It's got that lemon. The honey works really well with bourbon. I find this to be a really nice fall cocktail.
Thank you.
Because you still get some of that fresh citrus, that bright quality that you're used to drinking all summer long.
Beautiful.
Right?
That is like so smooth, and the flavors are just really, really lovely together. Because that honey, you can get a little hint of it, but it's not when you get those sweet cocktails. This is really cut with the lemon, so it's got that citrus sweet. Really
and that's what we try and do, is find that balance, right? You might be, if you're not used to it, it might seem like, oh, this is a little off or weak, but these are balanced cocktails, and that's the point of it.
The science behind them.
The science.
Yes, the science. We all love the science.
Absolutely.
Of course. Now, you guys, of course, were busy baking all of your regular goods that you keep in-house.
Yes.
But you also had your hands full because Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Yep.
You guys were doing pies. So
we were.
What were you,
So we
up for
still
pies?
have a couple left.
Ooh, so if you haven't gotten your Thanksgiving pie yet, and you're like last minute, you don't want to have to go sit at the grocery store in line forever, you can come up to St. Monday.
Yep,
pie.
St. Monday. We have 2 options. We have a home-baked apple pie, which is just that kind of real traditional, nice pie. And then we're doing a pumpkin chai pie.
Ooh, okay. Because there's pumpkin spice, but a pumpkin chai
Pumpkin
pie.
chai. It has some of those similar flavors and spices that you recognize. But it's really nice, creamy,
chai is
really good.
Like on another level.
Yes, and we will have those. If you're going out tonight, heading to the bars and want to come by, you can also pick one up tonight from the bar. And then also tomorrow morning, we will be open.
Really?
Yep. Tomorrow morning, 8 to 11, we'll be selling pies, biscuits, muffins. So if you really forgot to grab something,
completely forgot,
come
or
on
last
through.
minute mom told you, I burnt the pie, I need you to pick one up. You can grab one.
Quick.
You could grab yourself some muffins for breakfast if you just don't feel like cooking anything else for breakfast tomorrow. Or like we were saying, the day after Thanksgiving, you could do that too. So there you go. You're kind of setting yourself up for success here.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And then tomorrow night, we will be open from 6 p.m. on.
Oh,
so
okay.
for anybody who is You know, if you're in that Lonely Hearts Club, you're like, gosh, I just need to get out.
Yeah.
Or if the family's driving you
They're
crazy
driving you nuts.
and you need to get out for a little bit.
Auntie.
Yes, you can come on by for a cocktail.
Awesome. That's really great. So you guys are really getting into the community. You're really giving back.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really happy to hear that. Awesome. Do you have a favorite thing on the menu? If I had to pick one thing, what would it be?
One thing is this oatmeal cream
This
pie.
one? Okay,
Like,
all right,
hands down. I remember growing up like with that little Debbie box that would be sitting in there, and
I
then you're
used to
just
love
ripping
those
through this.
Debbie.
This is just
is a
it's so
gourmet.
much better.
This is a
It's
gourmet
yes,
version.
absolutely.
Amazing. I can't wait to check it out. So if you could one more time tell us the hours so that if anybody is in town looking for a good time to go out with friends, family, have something to do. So for today and tomorrow, what are the times that you're open?
Yeah, so we're St. Monday, located at 393 West Fountain Street. That's on the corner of Winter and West Fountain over on the west side there. Our hours are 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then 5 to midnight. Tonight we will be open 5 to midnight. Tomorrow morning for those pies that you're going to come and take to dinner. We'll be open from 8 to 11. And then we'll reopen tomorrow, Thanksgiving, at 6 p.m. for cocktails and anybody that just needs to get out.
Go and have a good time after dinner.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, we hope that you all go and give St. Monday a visit, and we hope that you definitely try one of these little oatmeal pies, because I'm definitely going to have one, of course. But in addition to that, we hope that you all have a very happy, safe, and fun Thanksgiving. Make sure you eat tons and tons of good food. This is like the holiday to do that. So we hope that you all enjoy. And until next week, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much.